Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. And today I got Percy Jackson. I listen. Hear me out. Hear me out. I know I did not review episodes 1 and 2 of Percy Jackson, but summary of the story. Percy got a brother named Tyson who's a Cyclops, you know what I'm saying? Poseidon, you know what I'm saying, claimed him. They go back to camp, have blood. They have a chariot race. Some birds start attacking. Percy don't win the chariot race. Carice does. She get to like pick her team for a quest. Annabelle like kind of betrays like Percy because there's some stuff that what's her name told her about Percy that he don't need to know. So yeah, then now they about to leave, but Percy still does what Percy does and tries to like leave camp, have blood anyway. There we go. There we go. And like, you know, we still got Chronos. You know what I'm saying? Also Luke stabbed the tree that is Thalia. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I think that's a perfect summary of how the first 2 episodes went, right? I'm looking at my editor, which is my door. But anyway, episode 3, which I can really get into details about this, except I'm bad at names. So y'all gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, bear with me for a little bit. I enjoyed this episode. I think this is my favorite episode of this season thus far, by the way. Because now we're on this ship that Hermes hooked them up with. It's Annabelle, Tyson, and Percy. Now, mind you, whenever they see, in my mind, if I'm Percy, I'm not losing on the water. I'm not losing on the water. But they on this boat and they start to see like some monsters. I hate that we call them that. It's so wrong that we call them that. But nonetheless, and some of the people that attacked the camp when they were first going back to it, it's like, there's monsters all on this thing. Why is that? And then they discover Chrono's cruise ship. They're like, oh, we over here with the ops. We on the op boat. But if we on the op boat, I'm pretty sure Luke here. We gonna get Luke. Whooping. Percy want to kill him because he don't think there's no saving him. Percy, you are nothing like Izuku Midoriya. Because my boy Izuku Midoriya would have definitely saved Luke. I'm just putting it out there because he's the greatest hero of all time. Gotta always sing my boy praises. But no, Percy like, we can't save him. But Annabelle like, I think we can. You know what I'm saying? And she still can't tell Luke what she knows. Or not Luke. She still can't tell Percy what she knows, you know what I'm saying, about the prophecy, the prophecy that she heard, nonetheless. But here's the thing, though. They end up getting to talk to Luke because they are attacked by Allison and all of that. But the thing I like, and that made this so much more complicated, is that it's not black and white. Okay, there's some shades of gray. Because, well, the reason Luke is doing it is because, like, hey, monsters, and demigods, all those, you know what I'm saying, people should be able to like roam, you know what I'm saying, and not have to worry about like the dealings of the gods and stuff. And you know, because like obviously the gods, they're shit. Okay? They're shit. They're terrible. All of them are fucking, I mean, not all of them, but most of them are terrible, right? And like Luke and like, man, bro, Chrono's really don't want to come back and get his leg back. I think he obviously being deceptive, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody pretty much knows that. But still, though, the way he sell it to Luke, like it seems pretty much. And then the way they're there together, the camaraderie that you're seeing amongst them training, them, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, it's not going to work for Percy. It's not going to work for Percy. It's not going to work for Anna. They just have to get away. But there's so much that they're doing with Luke. 2 characters they're doing a lot with that we're seeing. Luke, and aside from like the main people that we're with, and that's Luke and Clarice. I'm talking about her in a minute. But like you have this whole thing where like he's talking, Luke is telling them about all of this and everything, and even about Thalia. I mean Thalia. Is it Thalia? I can't help but say Thalia, you know. But like the tree, like he said, we were on the run for 2 years. You were with us for 2 months. She hated Zeus. And yeah, she did something brave. He turned her to a fucking tree. I always thought like, bruh, she's a tree. She's a tree. Like, how are we happy about like she's a tree? Like, hell no, bruh. So I understand, like, nah, bro, that's not what she want. Like, you know what I'm saying? So maybe Luke was doing her a favor. Like man, it hurt Luke. I know it hurt Luke because like you can tell how he talk about Tyra. You're like, that was his dog. Like, man, that's not what she want. Yeah, she's a fucking tree, bro. He turned her to a tree because that's what happened. Man, come on, man, be for real. I feel him on that. You know what I'm saying? And like the whole time, he's not seeing himself as wrong. And I like that. I like when I like when like the antagonist truly believes in their mission or their goal or like their thought process behind the whole thing. And obviously Percy's looking at it from a different light. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, they end up escaping, and now we go to Clarice, which you know what I'm saying. This happened early in the episode. She gets help from her pops. He gets her warship and a couple of dead bodies. Now, she also went and talked to the Oracle pretty much about everything that was going to happen, about her getting a warship, about her traveling with Bones, so on and so forth. But also told her she was going to fail. Now, she's out here looking for the golden fleece, and Ares pretty much told her, you better find it before Percy. You know what happens if you don't. Because she got a lot of pressure on her. And I always felt, well, not always, but I really feel for Clarice's character because she's somebody who's like essentially advised by the rules, does everything she's supposed to do, and works her ass off, and gets nothing for it. Gets nothing for it. Does everything by the book, supposedly, but gets really nothing for it. Don't get me wrong, she got like the attitude and shit, you know what I'm saying, for sure. But she's doing everything. And Percy, somebody who goes outside of the rules, really don't take too many orders from anybody, makes things his own thing whenever, you know what I'm saying? He getting the glory. And that, like, it sucks when you're a part of somebody, you're a part of the story of somebody else's greatness. And that's what it feels like for her. And now, even in this, she finally convinces the people that she with, those fucking bombs, because they're just like shitting like, man, y'all tired of fucking being losers, bro? Like, go do something. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that just, once again, just sucks. She got the wrong coordinates. Now she needs Percy again. Like, it's just, damn, it gotta suck, bro. It gotta suck. But I really enjoyed that episode because I think it just, one, added some layers to Luke, also added some more layers to Clarice. Everything in general. And it really moved the plot forward because now you start thinking like, obviously the humans gonna suffer if like we have another Titan God war, for one. But also like humans are not gonna be on the best side of things if like the monsters, demigods, all them just able to roam how they want to either. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of like, man, how do you look at it? How do you like change it? How do you know what I'm saying, make it make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. I like that. I've never read the books, so I don't know anything about the books. I don't know anything about the characters in the books, but like, I like what they did. I really did. So yeah, you guys, let me know what y'all thought about it down in the comments. Hit that like, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.